Stop everything right now because the SEC just changed and most people haven't caught up yet. South Carolina didn't panic, didn't scramble, didn't rush anyone back. They waited, they calculated, and now Taniya Latson is back at the exact moment when championships start getting decided. Before we go any further, smash that like button, subscribe if you want real women's basketball stories that go deeper than box scores, and comment below if you think the SEC is officially in trouble, because by the end of this story the answer is going to be obvious. When Latson went down there were quiet questions everywhere, not loud panic, just doubt. Could South Carolina score consistently late? Could they close tight games? Could they survive stretches without a true go-to scorer? And while the league watched closely, South Carolina just kept winning, not flashy, not desperate, just disciplined defense, deep rotations, and patience. That patience is what made this moment dangerous, because this wasn't survival mode, this was preparation mode. Every possession without Latson forced other players to grow, to take responsibility, to feel pressure and learn how to win when nothing comes easy. And that matters because Taniya Latson is not just a scorer, she's a disruptor. She bends defenses before she touches the ball, she forces help rotations early, she creates space just by existing on the floor. And when she returned, it didn't come with fireworks or hero ball, because it didn't need to. This team was already strong. Now it's sharp. Latson steps back in and suddenly spacing changes, transition gets faster, late game possessions feel inevitable instead of hopeful, and Staley knew exactly what she was doing because she never rushes stars, she engineers timing. She let the team harden without Latson so that when she returned she wouldn't carry them, she would amplify them. And that's how dynasties are built, not dependence but balance, not panic but control. Now look at the SEC landscape: LSU, Tennessee, Ole Miss, all talented, all dangerous, but none of them faced this version of South Carolina yet, a version with defensive dominance already established, depth already tested, and a high-level scorer returning fresh. That combination breaks teams mentally, because now you can play near perfect basketball for 2 quarters and still find yourself down double digits, and when that happens doubt creeps in, because Latson doesn't just punish mistakes, she punishes hesitation. And that's what doesn't show up in the box score: the psychological edge. When she checks in, defenders tighten, coaches burn timeouts, benches go quiet, because everyone knows the run is coming. And inside the South Carolina locker room the shift isn't relief, it's confidence. Players play freer knowing the pressure isn't on one person anymore. They can attack, defend, and trust the system. And this is the part of the season where real contenders separate, rankings tighten, film circulates, games get physical, and South Carolina isn't climbing there accelerating. Latson doesn't need to score 30, she just needs to be present, because her gravity reshapes everything. Every SEC opponent is now chasing perfection, and perfection doesn't exist over 40 minutes. South Carolina didn't reload because they had to, they reloaded because they planned to. Taniya Latson didn't return early, she returned right on time. And if the SEC isn't worried yet, they haven't been paying attention. So like the video, subscribe for more deep women's basketball stories, and comment below: is South Carolina now the most dangerous team in the SEC? Because the storm isn't coming, it's already here. And now that you've seen the full picture, the patience, the preparation, the growth without their star, and the power of her return, the truth is impossible to ignore. South Carolina didn't survive adversity, they used it. Taniya Latson didn't come back to save a season, she came back to finish what was already being built. This team is deeper, tougher, and more dangerous than the version the SEC prepared for. And from this moment forward, every opponent isn't just playing South Carolina, they're fighting momentum, confidence, and inevitability. So if you're still not worried, you haven't been watching closely, like the video, subscribe for more real women's basketball storytelling, and comment below: does this feel like the beginning of another South Carolina run? Because the clock is ticking, the league has been warned, and once this machine gets rolling there's no stopping it.